Hello, and welcome back. I had an idea. I have a extra tower that's sitting down here. It's older, it's kind of a bit older, and it's not being used. So I got to thinking of different things that I could use it for, and I decided, what the heck? Everybody's talking about the Steam Deck and Steam OS, and well, let's make a poor man's a Steam OS. All right. What we're going to do here is we're going to build it in VirtualBox. Then we're going to extract it. So let's get started. Click on New. Well, first off, actually, let me back up here. Cancel. What you need to do is go over to Ubuntu. And download their no, dang it. I don't want Valorant. Darn it. Okay. Ubuntu Server. Now, you can go for the Ubuntu 22.04, their LTS, which they will support up to 5 years. Or you can go for Ubuntu 22.10, and that's every 6 months. So we're going to build it off the 22.10 because it's got the newer packages in there. So what you need to do is click on download. Now I've already done this, so click on download. Remember where you downloaded it to. Open up VirtualBox or Burp Manager, whatever virtual doohickey you're using. Click on New. Give it a name. So let's call it, I don't know. Let's call it Test 1. It's going to be Linux, Ubuntu, 64-bit. Click Next. The system there has 4 gigs of RAM. It's good enough. Create a virtual hard disk now. I'm going to do a VMDK because that's more compatible with other hypervisors. Dynamically allocated. But this one, we're going to have to give it some room because of what we're going to be doing with it. Come on, go down. 65. Good enough. Alright. Click Create. Go to your settings. System. Let's give it 2 CPUs. Go to the display. Go to 128. Enable 3D acceleration. Storage. Live CD. Choose a disk file. 10. Get rid of that. I don't know why that keeps popping up. It's frustrating having that thing. I tried updating it and it won't update. Ubuntu. Anyways, click on Open. Now, we're going to end up doing share folders and the USB thing later. We're going to attach all that stuff later. So, we're done for now. We're going to click OK. We're going to start this sucker, and it's going to pop up on my left screen, which it shouldn't be doing. And we'll move it over to that one. That'll stop the timer. Because we're going to have to go to full screen here. So you guys can see what's going on. Alright. Get going on that. And while this is loading, I'm going to pause it. I'll come back when it's ready to install. Okay, we're back. It's ready. So, what you're going to need to do here is, this is the installer for the web server. In case none of you have ever seen this, you want to click, when it gets to this, just choose your language. Obviously English. It's identified on my keyboard. Now, there are different options here. The Ubuntu server gives all the packages just for the server, just for the base installation of the server. Ubuntu server minimized gives a smaller footprint and less packages. It's basically setting it up for an autonomous server where you don't have to log in. And obviously down at the bottom down there is additional options. Search for third-party drivers in case you got some proprietary hardware that needs those drivers there. Click done. It's detected my network card, and it's in a hypervisor virtual. I forget what the exact word for it is. Virtualized. I don't even know if that's a real word. But DHCP v4 10.0.2.15/24. It's a virtual bind. It binds the creates a virtual Ethernet card and then binds it to the physical hardware. So click done there. Now, if you wanted to, you can create bond and set up the network that way, but I never do, mainly because it's too much of a pain in the butt. Now this is for proxy servers. I've set up a few of these before in the past, but we don't need that, so we're going to continue. If you want to know about proxy servers, just leave a comment and I'll do a video on one, a short one, because it's been so long since I set one up. It's been like, last time I set any of those up were 15 years ago. I did one for myself, some for work, some for some people I knew. Just an added layer of security. A little slower getting on the internet, but anywho, let's continue on here. Now that's the mirror. Use entire disk, set up as LVM. Okay, LVM. And I highly recommend you set your system up to use LVM if it's available. Basically, if you have a hard drive and it starts to get full, you can grab another hard drive and merge the two and bleed over all the files in storage and create basically it merges to and creates basically a big hard drive out of it. So if you have a 1 terabyte and you're running out of space and you have a 500 gigabyte, it'll merge and make a 1.5 terabyte drive. Now you can scale that up indefinitely, kind of. There are limitations, but you can scale that up. But the moment you want to scale it back, you're going to run into issues. There's like an 80% chance of failure and you losing all your data. Or having data recovery issues. Let's just put it that way. So, yeah. That's the downside of it. Alright. Tab on down to the bottom, click done. This all looks good. Yeah. Alright, now we're hit enter. Click on continue. Move your arrow down to continue. We'll just call it user. User 1. Heck with it. We're going to make kind of a poor man's Steam box, so let's call it Steam box. Or a Steam Deck. We'll call it Steam box. Steam box. It is... we'll just call it Steam box all the way down. Except for that password. It's definitely not Steambox. Tab down to the bottom, click done. We don't need the open SSH server, so let's tab down to the bottom, click done. Now here is where, let me change scenes here. You don't need to see me anymore. Here is where your various servers that they have pre-set up for you. Now these are just the base setups, and you're expected to know what you're doing and expand on that yourself. But it's cool that they have it all ready for you, because getting these servers set up properly, if you don't know what you're doing, it's a pain in the butt. Like, I had a hell of a time trying to get Nextcloud installed myself, and then I realized that they had it for the server, so I wiped my installation off that other tower and put this one on there, and then just updated it. Added their PPA and updated it through them and got the latest version. So basically you just want to tab down to the bottom, click enter, and now it's installing for you. We'll tab down here, view the full log as it's happening, and it's using the 5.19.023.24 kernel. There were some issues with the 5.19 kernel, but I think they've patched it and fixed them. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video while this part's being installed, because this takes a little while. This takes about 5 minutes. So we'll see in 5. Alrighty, installation is complete. So tab down to the bottom. Okay. There we go. Gotta get to the screen in focus. Close. Oh, it's update. It's updating. Alright, so we'll go ahead and pause it again, and then we'll wait. Or I'll wait, and it'll be like a second for you guys. Alright, she's done. Go down to reboot. Let her do its thing, and we'll come back when I get it rebooted and inject the ISO out of the VM. Alrighty, basically got to kill that window, and then where is it? And you want to click stop on the server. Where are we? Oh, settings stuff. You want to go over and click on your settings. Click on storage. Highlight that. Untick the live CD DVD. Go down to the bottom. Remove virtual disk drive. Click OK. Start that bad boy back up, and when it's ready, we'll be back. One thing I do need to mention here, though, you're going to see all this extra stuff that you don't normally see spew out. Ignore that. And you're not going to get the login right here. It's going to sit there after the data source, and you're going to think it's like hung up. Give it a few seconds and then hit enter, and then your login prompt will pop up for you. Gotta go pause it because I gotta go take care of something real fast, and I'll be right back again. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do here now is we're gonna go ahead and log in. And then put in your password, your username and password. And we want to update this bad boy first. Oop, went too far. Alright. The reason we're doing this with the server, because that's the best base that Ubuntu offers anymore. They used to offer these mini CDs, and I couldn't find any up-to-date mini CDs. They stopped offering that, I think. And they recommend using the server ISO for it. Alright, we're going to grab some packages, but first I want to talk about the ways you can do this. Right now, you can do this in a VM or bare metal and have it set up for the machine already. But if you want an image or an ISO of it, we'll take care of that later on a different episode. Right now, this series is going to start with this up to a certain point, and it's going to start off from that point to another point on the next video, and however many videos this takes. I'm not sure. It should take about 3 to get it ready. I'm not sure. Maybe 4. All depends if I end up grabbing something that I don't want to grab. Because I did one video, I did a run through actually, and it did it perfectly. Didn't grab anything I didn't want. The one I recorded last night grabbed the whole entire GNOME desktop, and I don't want that. I want something that's minimal. Doesn't take up a lot of space, because you want as much space as you can for your games, and I don't want a bunch of crap running in the background that doesn't need to be running in the background. First time I did this, it was running at, just the desktop itself was running at 280 megabytes, with Steam was running at 340, I think. And then I grabbed GNOME desktop on accident on the one I recorded, and it was running at 340 just with the desktop. So, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to grab some one quick package here that I want. This is going to help speed up. And it's called Alrighty. Found a set of them that works. The reason I redid that, because it takes like an extra second every time to go, oh, this doesn't work. I want this to work as best as possible. So I grabbed all the servers over here on the west coast from the universities. Alright, now that's done. So what we're going to need is alright. We're going to grab OpenBox. obconf. So we need a text editor too. Heck, we'll just grab Kate. I know that's a big one. I didn't want to do that, but we'll replace that after I get down the road here. So we're gonna hit enter, and LightDM will grab. I may not have grabbed it. Alright, let's see what. I'm going to hit pause. This is going to take a couple minutes. Usually when you hit LightDM, it grabs the server for you. Alright, we'll go ahead and pause it. It did grab XOR, good. Now, there's one thing specifically I gotta go grab, and I gotta go on my other computer and look at that because I have it saved on the other one. I need to know the exact spelling of it. Alrighty, now if I've spelt that right, it should go through. Alright, basically we're going to install OBMenu. That's the menu editor for OpenBox. Synaptic, which is going to be our package manager. And LX appearance, so we can adjust certain eye candy stuff on an OpenBox. Keep your fingers crossed. Sometimes this doesn't work. OBMenu not found. Okay. Well, either I misspelled it or it's not there anymore. We'll grab the other two and we'll move along. It's not necessary. It was just edit the menu. Alright, that's done. So we're going to go ahead and reboot the sucker, and then hopefully everything works. Wait, I'm going to double check one thing. Sudo. Make sure I got that installed. Oh. God, I keep doing that. Alrighty, I did. So we're going to reboot it. Reboot on the terminal. Just type in reboot. And we're going to go and pause. And we should be greeted with a menu, or a login manager. Alright, had a little snafu. I'm not sure what happened, but let's continue. Alright, now we're going to go to... We need to get this full screen again. The desktop. Alright. Now if you see a little icon right here, click on that and then click on OpenBox. Click over here, icon here, to here, OpenBox, and then put in your password. Sometimes that shows up, sometimes it doesn't. Just depends. Okay, now for some reason I got a glitch right here, and I don't know what that is. What's causing it? The VM problem. It happens every once in a while. But usually you're greeted with just a blank screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the resolution. Don't know what this command does or how to do it. Excuse me, how to do it. This is how you change your resolution in the terminal. Let's just put it that way. 1366 by 768. The garbage truck out there. Oops. 1360. Sometimes it has it, sometimes it doesn't. It's God, I don't know what keeps doing that screen tearing looking thing. But let's get rid of that. Did I install nitrogen? No, I didn't. Oh. Alright, we're going to need something for background, so sudo nala nitrogen is a good background manager. Oops, install. God, I keep making this. This is not good today. Didn't pay to get out of bed, man. Alright, click yes. A reboot is required. Okay, let's reboot her. Come on now, hurry up. I'm gonna go and pause this. Alrighty, and we are back. Type in your password. Let's get that terminal back open. Change the resolution. To get your last commands to come back, up arrow will bring them up, and then hit enter when you find the one you want. So we got that. Applications, utilities, system. Settings. Alright, sake of argument, we're going to do it this way to speed this up. Alright, close that back out. We're going to need to go to the synaptic, sudo synaptic. Type in your password. We need to run that as root. Okay, search. Need some backgrounds. Make it look pretty. Man, there's a bunch of Ubuntu. This is Ubuntu artwork. Okay. Click apply. Apply there. Go ahead and pause this. Oh wait, it's fast. And we get when we get the icon theme this way too. Alright, go ahead and pause it. Alrighty, it's done. So Did I grab a file manager? Please tell me I grabbed a file manager. I did not grab a file manager. Oh, man. Oh, well, at least we got this open. You guys are going to have to bear with me. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay. Fine. We'll go PC Man FM. Which is what they usually use for these kind of areas. I don't want the core. I want this. Alright. Is there anything else I need to grab? Nope. Click apply. Alright, that's done. Hopefully it's on the thing. There we go. There we go, PC Man FM. Alright. Desktop. So what we need to do is we need to view, show hidden files. Alright. We need to create an OpenBox folder in here, I believe. Let me double check that. I need to remember where the path is. We'll be right back. Alrighty, I was right. So you gotta go into the .config file, create an OpenBox folder, hit enter, and where'd you go? We need to go in there. We need to create an empty file. We need to call autostart.sh, hit enter to create it. Right click, go to properties, permissions, execute. We're going to go click on anyone, but just to make things simpler, but for security reasons, I would normally click only owner and group, but I want to make sure this works, so. Alright. Okay, now we need to open this thing up. So, what do we need to get started? Well, for now, we're going to get our backgrounds. So, type in nitrogen space -- restore, and that tells the system to bring nitrogen up, and whatever the background that was saved, make sure that is displayed. Space shift ampersand. Now we're going to click save on this. Oh no, dang it. We're going to save it. Close out of this. Close out of the... Yeah, we'll close out of that for now. Bring up nitrogen. Alright. Click on preferences. Add. file system. We need to navigate to where our backgrounds are located at. We need to go to user, share, backgrounds. And it's got one in there, so we'll just use that one. I must save this somewhere else. Alright, so we'll click on that. Click apply. And there, we got our background. Close that out. Close this out. Close your file manager out. Uh-oh. Did a boo-boo. Where is it? Oh, there it is, right there. Alright. Not automatic. Zoom filled. Click apply. There we go. That way it goes full screen. Alright, now we can close out of that. Click exit. Okay. It's going to drop us down to the window manager, login. You want to go up to the top right hand side, click on that, shut down, and restart. We got to test to see if that took. So we're going to go and pause until we get back into the window manager. Alright, we're back. Alright, type in your password, click enter. And it didn't redraw it. Alright, now I gotta figure out what happened. Okay. For some reason, OpenBox is not reading from where I have the file at. So, what I had to do is, oh wait, let's close this out, let's go to terminal. So I had a nano in, I had to do sudo nano etc xdg openbox /auto start. And that's the main auto start script. And what I did was, the previous auto start that I had, it wasn't picking it up for some reason. So what I did was, this is down here, if you notice, I set the path to the one that I made. So you might have to do that when you do this. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and leave it right here for now. And then we'll pick up on where we left off here on the next video. Because this one's getting insanely long. I had too many problems off the get-go. Too many unforeseen problems. Alright, so let's click out of here. One more thing. And we'll do reboot. So you guys, well, you already seen that. So, anyways, I'm gonna reboot this sucker and pause it and end this video right here. I gotta prep for the next one, see if there's any more pitfalls that I'm missing. Alrighty, until next time, take it easy, stay safe.